I recall a story of a young lady that got married to her heartthrob. And shortly after the marriage, the man passed away. By the time the man passed away, the lady was pregnant, 8 months pregnant. What that means is that the lady had to contend with taking care of a child all alone, while she's also dealing with the death of a spouse. These are problems that come from our frailties. These are problems that come from our weaknesses, our finiteness. We are finite. That finite nature of human beings makes it inevitable that there are things we can't adequately control. If she had known that the husband was going to die, maybe her decision would have been different. If she had known that her husband was going to die, maybe the baby would have come maybe later, or perhaps not come at all, and so on and so forth. We are finite, and this affects everyday life situations in our lives. There's also the issue of uncertainty and unpredictability of life. A lot of things are uncertain and unpredictable. The future is uncertain and cannot be predicted adequately. This takes away from us the ability to control things in the way we want and in the way we should. You see, between now and the future, there's a space that holds a lot of uncertainties for every one of us. I'm sitting here with a young man who had planned to be in university some time ago, but for some inevitable or inexplainable reasons, she wrote her entrance exam to the university, and for some reasons, there was this mistake that she wrote subjects that she wasn't supposed to write. That means she had to contend with not getting the result to get into the university the time she should. That's a real life problem. So how do we deal with it? She didn't prepare to spend one extra year at home rewriting the same exams. But that has to be dealt with. It's a problem. How do we deal with things like this? When she was preparing for that entrance, he didn't see that coming. That's the uncertainties of the future. I recall a lady that just resigned her employment to join the husband in a city after her marriage. 6 months after she joined the husband in a different city, the husband died. She had lost her job. She had relocated, and here she was in a different city, almost unfamiliar city, living alone, contending with life as a widow. She didn't see that coming. But that's certainly a typical example of the uncertainties of life. These are issues that we need to grapple with. The wonderful plan of a beautiful marriage and beautiful life ever after just got shattered in a moment. How do we deal with it? These are issues and realities we have to face in life. We all want a problem-free life, but the reality offers us something totally different. And these are things we need to deal with. There are also unseen forces and factors that we have to deal with. The life we live in, many believe, is also governed by certain forces we don't see. Many people believe in existence of spiritual forces and powers that influence human affairs. These forces are reinforced, belief in these forces are reinforced by religion, and they highlight the interplay of many extraterrestrial forces at work in this our world. The explanation for the existence and activities of these forces is not always plain and straightforward. Sometimes explaining them appears mystical, sometimes abstract, even loony. But nonetheless, there are valid claims to authenticate their existence and involvement in human life and activities. How do we explain the existence and the case of a family where all female members of the family die at a certain age? And for that to stop, you have to take certain religious actions for it to cease.